I literally just practiced this same peak for about 30 minutes. Then I ran to work real quick, so I want to see if it plays out the same. They're right on top of the water. So let's see how many casts it takes to get one. Interesting. Go for two. Hey Jay-Z, how you doing, buddy? Good morning, Richard. I just practiced this on the same peak. I saved a little bit of footage. I practiced it for about 40 minutes. I'm wanting to see if it plays out the same way on the same peak, on the same. So I know Rodrigo's been frustrated putting stuff up on his channel. We're experiencing the same thing a lot of us are, where you practice the same stuff, do the same thing, and you go into the actual comp, and it's a night and day difference. So I saved a little bit of that footage, but my template should end sometime here. So I'm wanting to see if it plays out kind of the same way. That way, Fishing Planet, maybe at some point I'll look at it and see if there is something wrong with the RNG system. So I'm playing this round just to see if it goes the same exact or similar manner at least. Last cast here. In other words, in this peak, I've definitely determined they're on top of the water. I went through like 5 of my spots pre-streaming a template with Grizzly, just joined it so I could start it on the same weather pattern before I came into this. Wanting to see if it goes the same way or not. You've had a dreadful day? Which ones do you got, bro? I got huge-eyed next and then saltwater giants. I'll have to go to work for a little bit briefly at some point. Alright, yeah, they're not going to give me 3, are they? Oh, no, they are going to give me 3. Okay, I did get 3. Now, is it 3 commons in a row? Well, that's the thing, Jay-Z. I'm noticing it more. I've noticed it since I first started playing Fishing Planet comps. But I'm hoping that Fishing Planet at least looks at it, because it seems like the same people are getting the same luck, same RNG. Well, every once in a while we get good luck. So I'm, not that it's not already documented on my channel, but I'm trying to document it and put it into a, okay, so that makes sense. So I caught two youngs and a common, which should have happened. Now, if I wanted to stick that out and go for a trophy, I probably could sit there and cast forever and maybe get one. But I'm going to keep going. But my Jolly Carp, 2 uniques, a 70 pounder and a 44 pounder, 1 mirror. I get it, Richard. I don't know, bro. But anyway, Alex and some other people had stopped by. Yeah, school bat. That's the one that, I don't know if you watched me the other night. Me, Jordan, and Go Getta, who's all good fishermen, and all of us had around 11 pounds. We only got 11 pounds in school bass. And no offense to N-Slip or some of the players, because you don't know what's going on. I think what happens, to me, it almost feels like I said, I don't want to accuse anybody of cheating or that sort of thing without proof. I think somehow the computer just earmarks certain people to get the same good luck, and while others only get good luck randomly. Yeah, we all had 11, which is stupid. N-Slip comes in, first cast, like almost a 4-pound trophy. He ends up getting 31, 32 pounds. And I'm fine if I get 18 to 22 pounds or, an off run or something like that. But to only get 11 pounds, come on. But, Rodrigo's been noticing the same thing. So I don't know what they need to look at the actual program itself on how they hand. I don't know why they just hand out luck. Why can't the fish just be there? Let the fish sizes determine things instead of, as long as you're not making a mistake. But I casted multiple lures, if you remember watching that, different depths. I tried everything that I could. And then what they'll come back and say is if you email them, they'll say, well, you need to practice more, practice the same weather pattern. That sort of thing. That it's coded the same for everybody, yada, 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 but it doesn't feel that way. Well, my point, good morning, JL, but my point is, Sloan, it should, why do you practice and do everything, and hone tune your fine tune your skills, your rotation, that sort of thing. It can't just be all luck, because why would you practice? Well, see, and that's the thing too, Richard. If you watch mine, I caught what the hell did I catch? I caught even a bowfin just on a bass jig with nothing paired on it. But yeah, I basically sat there and only caught 11 pounds of fish. Like I said, I don't think inslip was doing anything. And some people, they can't help that they always get the good luck either, because that could be possibly the thing. So is the computer itself, I don't think it's the devs like maliciously giving certain people certain luck, that sort of thing. It almost feels like the computer's doing it for some reason, and I don't think they're recognizing what's happening. Now, that don't mean somebody's not cheating or doing something, because there's a lot of suspicious things. But I'm not going to sit and call somebody out without proof. But what I've noticed is a lot of the similar players get the same RNG over and over, no matter how hard I practice. But at least I'm getting bites, because I'd literally just practiced this for 35, 40 minutes and had, I don't know, I'd have to look when the template comes up, but I had 1,500 pounds. I've already determined where they're at water depth wise. Well, yeah, and who knows? Like I said, it's probably hard for them. Like I said, even Fortnite that they play for money, they can't keep people out that's running software and all the weird things that they're doing. So I could see where a smaller company like Fishing Planet's going to struggle with it is, and that's a whole nother conversation in itself. But I'm actually targeting right now. I want to know if they actually look at how they handle out or hand out their RNG, or what do they call it? Is it luck? Because I know Rodrigo is really frustrated right now, but he's not the only one. Thank you, Risky. And like I said, I'm not looking to sit and attack Fishing Planet. I just want them to look at the stuff and say, hey, maybe you guys are right. There's something wrong with our RNG system. That's just one subject in itself. Now, as far as anybody manipulating resets and changing languages and all the other stuff that could be happening, or third-party software, that's a whole other conversation in itself. I'm more concerned with how are they determining who gets good luck and who gets bad luck, that sort of thing. Because that should be equal. Everybody should have an equal chance of catching a fish if they know how. Then from there, they'll have to look at everything else. But that's what my main concern is right now. Guys, my chat, there it just ended. Hold on. See, I just practiced this for about 35, 40 minutes, and I had 1,500 pounds. on the same exact peak. My chat's falling behind too, and I don't have much time to pause, guys, because I got into this with just a little time to spare. I had to run to work and do something before I started. So I'm running behind. Hey, Rodrigo. Yeah, I didn't. I played in that off stream and only ended up with 210. I had an offer on that. Thank you, Rodrigo. I just practiced this, Rodrigo. I'd watched your video, and if you didn't notice the other day, I was practicing the kind of like what me and you both suspect. I was just practicing yesterday. If you remember, I practiced the party of 5, and I'm not real good at that, but I did practice the party of 5, and you seen I was doing okay, Rodrigo. So I go in there in that same template, on the same weather pattern, yada, 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 in the actual party of 5 competition, and I sit there at the first spot forever, and all it gives me, I get 5 fish, 5 young pike, and I only had 6 pounds. I don't know what that is in kilos, but I had 6 pounds of fish 15 minutes in when I just practiced the same peak and did just fine. So I just practiced this peak for 35, 40 minutes, so I'm wanting to see, and I saved the clips on it, so I'm wanting to see how this plays out. I didn't play the whole thing out, but I've already determined that they're at the top. I've got 2 sharks from this spot. It's hard to get 3 sometimes, but I'll probably rotate out. But you can see how frustrating that is, Richard. So when they tell you that you need to train, because Rodrigo's not the first one to say that. If you remember, Richard, Alex S. that always stops by the channel that's fed up with the comps too, he emailed them and asked them about the RNG system, and they said they couldn't tell him exactly how it was coded, but it's coded the same for everybody. They've told you, just like they've told Rodrigo, that you need to practice more, practice the same peak, that sort of thing. So my point is, what happens? That's my point. It's like they're in denial, and I'm not like trying to make them look horrible. It's just, number one, you need to address the situation and say, hey, maybe you guys are right. We'll look into it. We apologize you're having a bad experience with our game. That's what you do in a professional manner. You don't just blame it on the player and say, oh, well, you need to practice more, or, you're just getting bad luck over and over. That's not acceptable. But then it causes all kinds of other issues, because who knows, some people are probably playing legit and they're just getting really good luck, and then they're getting called cheaters, and maybe they're not cheaters, but who knows? Like I said, that's a whole nother conversation itself. But some people can't help it if they get the good RNG over and over, but why are they getting the good RNG over and over, and we're getting dead bite rates on certain comps when you've practiced the same thing, the same peak? I mean, I'm good at cats and night catchers, and it's like 1 out of every 30 times I play it, it gives me good points in it. And it just happened to Rodrigo. He caught mainly commons and trophies. I played in it yesterday. I didn't have about as run as he did, but I could tell I wasn't getting the bite that I should have. Couldn't hardly get anything on my crankbait, and I'm good with a crankbait. I think you guys know that by now. I'm good with all my lures. I practice at it. Well, that's what I'm saying. They just dust it underneath the rug and say, "Oh no, there's nothing wrong with our comps. It's you guys need to get better." I don't like that response. It should be, "Hey, we'll look into it and get back to you at least. At the very least, say we'll look into it and get back to you." But don't just tell people to go practice more. Yep. You should. I've got that down to fine art, Rodrigo. Concrete dock or the beach. Whether if I put up some practice runs almost at 700 pounds for that Q2, I know exactly how to do that, and it's just a quicker thing. But yeah, I know how to do it too, Rodrigo. And I even put a clip up on my channel when I took second place the last time. I got 2 uniques out of it. But yeah, I know what you're saying. I know how to get to 3 as well, but they won't even, most of the time anymore, they don't even give me 1, man. And I seen your net. You had 1 trophy, and would you have 11 catfish, and only one of them was a trophy or something? 1 or 2 of them? So that's my point is, what are they doing? 9 common, yeah, that's what I thought. I knew you had 11 fish. I watched it. But that's the thing, Rodrigo. Other than a few comps that I don't stream just randomly, I've got hours upon hours upon hours upon hours. If you go and look at my live comp grinds of me doing poorly, even though I know how to do a lot of them now. So it's well documented on my channel. See, and I just practiced this peak, and I already had one over here. And now there's just not even a fish here now. So why is that? Well, yeah, and Rodrigo, the probability is so low that, and like I said, I don't want to sit and cuss at fishing plan or anything like that. That's not going to solve anything. What I want to do, or I'd just like them to explain or at least look at it and evolve and change it. Acknowledge that you have a problem and work on it. It's not about who's winning and who's losing, really. It's about equality. People deserve to have an equal chance if they put the work in to catch the fish. And it doesn't feel like that right now. To be honest, it hasn't felt like it since I started playing in these competitions back in February of last year. I've put in 1,200 and some comps now since last February. I better have one within 3 casts. Hey, Scully, how you doing, buddy? There's one, finally. Done pretty good, man. Done pretty good. Just practice this in a template briefly. Determined where they're at on the water column, that sort of thing. Same exact peak that I'm fishing now, so I just want to see how this plays out for a comparison. Hoping Fishing Planet looks at their RNG system at some point, man. and trying to have a little fun. Scully put up a big score on the old Big Headhunters. I think that's on tonight, maybe. I can't look right now because I don't have time to pause. I had to go to work, so I got into this later than I wanted to. Was he spotting? Did you spot him at Scully? All right, Rodrigo. Thank you, buddy. Oh, he just did El Natural, huh? How many points did you get? Or pounds, I should say. Dang, that's a good score. See, they're only dropping one fish when there should be at least 2 or 3 here. Where's the other shark? Oh, man. This is exactly my points being proven. Hold on a second, guys. Let me clip this. I'm so sick of this computer's algorithm. My point is, I practiced this in a template and went through. I'll tell you when I get to the spot where I stopped. But there should be more than one shark here. And it's like the game has just said, nope, there's not another one here now. No, I'm here. I'm just focusing. I was trying to remember back to what I was doing. I was just wanting to see how similar my practice run goes to the actual run. Keeping mental notes. In other words, if you look at it this way, if I went into the practice, I've said this before on my channel, I'm really good at catching shark or whatever, but not bragging, but I'm just saying, I've done this before and practiced the same template on Don't Bully Me Shark, even when you got to use a float or whatever. Big Brother, I've did the same thing and already predetermined what depth they're at, approximate count, what I can get at each spot. And then I go in and it's a night and day difference. Okay. I went to this next spot up here and it was dead. This spot was dead, and then I caught one here with a lure. Oh, red one. Oh, you don't think it makes as big a splash as the regular ones? I'll look at it sometime. I used it briefly on... What did I use it on? I won Topwater Victory with it. I think I used it briefly in Steelhead Showdown. But yeah, I'll look at that. I didn't notice. In other words, I don't think I've used it enough yet. I'll look at it and see. Oh, what is going on? Interesting. Alright, well this is nowhere near what I practiced. Oh. Okay, so now this spot's dead. Dum, 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 dum. Almost seems pointless. Try one deeper. If I don't get one, I'm gonna throw a float out. Yeah, it's definitely nerfs and buffs. See if it's changed depths. Oh man, this game, I swear. Does it have issues? Certainly. $11 unis and scores from the bottom? Scully, did you happen to look and see in their inventory if they had a spot rod? The only thing I could think of is they figured out how to clone a short spot. I've never got an oversized flounder, but I have been able to spot close and get them before. Of course. Of course. As if that's not scripted. That person was just running ollie. What's funny is I've thought about putting a spot reel on those too, just so you can reel them in faster. What are you fishing in now, Richard? What are you catching Brycon for, bro? Richard. Oh, man. And the good part of the peak, oh, the giant piranhas. Yeah, I do that quite often on that one, man. I don't think there's any way to isolate those guys out. Oh, I've never played in it myself. This will be the first time I've played in it, man. So I don't have any major tips for you. I will be streaming my qualifiers, so I have not played in that myself, but I look forward to it. Man, do I go for 3? Should I see if there's a trophy here? I did one practice for the Q1 a couple weeks ago, and the one thing I'd figured out is a couple of the spots I was having better luck on top of the water, and then a couple of the spots that were a little deeper, I was having to do like a buzz bait and a shad to get the unique out. But I'm almost certain you're going to have 8 to 10 unique in 2 hours, and the respawn time on them on the unique pike at Quanchkin is a half hour. That much I do know. And you can also, if you get a unique at a spot, cast back 1 or 2 times. Sometimes you can get 2 uniques in one spot, but it's really really random at Quanchkin. You're welcome. The odds that they give me a trophy is pretty slim. I should probably rotate, to be honest. I'll give it about 45 seconds. Yeah, that's what my buddy was telling me. That at the Mudwater, they just stand in one spot and cast an eagle spoon or something. Yeah, that sounds fun. Not really. Sounds like no fun at all. Alright, well, no point in going for a trophy in this thing anymore. Can you give me an active spot, please? Please don't get off on low tension, bro. Oh, come on now. Be active, please. What's up, Tony? How you doing, buddy? Not too bad, Tony. Mediocre run. At least no dead lake issue this time. They made the expert league with just 2 people playing, and one of them doing mainly most of the work. What? I haven't even dove into all that. Well, that's to be expected, Tony. It's impossible for him to have a bad run. How's this spot dead, though? Pretty sure this is tiny. Come on. Alright. Come on now. Do I got the 126 pound runner? Come on, bro. No, you're going to kill my whole clock. Come on now. Oh, man. No. It's not what I wanted, bro. Come on. Oh, the current is killing me right now. I'm here, guys. My wife's on the phone. So I'm temporarily muted here. I'm going to go try this with a deep runner for a little bit. If I have to, I'll go back to bait. I'm trying, bro. I had to come off my deep runner halfway through this. It would not let me catch him on it. Come on, this spot's active. Unbelievable. Bum, 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 bum. That Snow Runner game, Richard? I haven't played that. I heard it's kind of cool. Ah, oh, come on, man. Won't let me catch him on a lure. Won't let me catch him on bait. I'll be lucky to hit 3,000. That's a really hard one. Spawn sack and a. You need to figure out a mix. You need a spawn sack and a hook number 10 on a big ollie usually works. Throw about. I can't remember that spawn point. That's a tough one, man. Hook number 10, and you want to get a mix and throw it out every 15 minutes real time. You don't want them oversized. You want a steady bite of trophies. Yeah, that's a tough one. Dang. They're not even going to give me a trophy, bro. Yes, do use ground bait. You need to mix up something about 65 to 80 ounces. Throw it out. All of it, 65 to 80 ounces, probably every 15 minutes real time. Should take you 2 or 3 minutes to spot it. Do it 3 times in that competition. You don't want oversized. You just want try to get a steady bite with commons and trophies. It's something you're gonna have to practice, man. What is going on, bro? Come on. Doesn't matter what I do. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. It won't be this one. It won't be this one. I'm just hoping I can get a shark or two at the end and see if I can hold around the top 10. I guess I should rotate down there, but there should be more than one shark right here. Doesn't just spawn one shark. Man, come on. Are you kidding me? Yeah, but I haven't played in that in a while, man. A couple weeks, but I would say try a mix of Carp Rival, Big Riverine, a small amount of Catfish Destroyer. Play around with that ratio. Oh, come on. This is just pathetic anymore. £124, huh? Oh, come on. Raise, bro, raise. Holy cow. Can you just give me one more shark in 8 minutes, please? Good morning, Zach. Oh, over here getting tortured in the shark thing again. Had to come off my deep runner and go back to bait. It's so slow I can't stand it. So inactive. Where's my shark, bro? Oh, I love the nerfs. Alright, I'm going to do the remainder just staring at my bobber, guys. I don't even see what the point is casting it. It's obvious they're not going to spawn me one with my deep runner. Isn't that something? What in the hell? I just casted there 3 times in a row, right at the same height. Okay, how long are we looking at this time? Come on, just get in here. 134. Hold on here. How much time we got left in this thing? 9 minutes. You think ZH has paused, thinking the other guy's gonna win? That's what he usually did to me. Should I pause it for 5 minutes like ZH does? Will they give me one more shark here? Probably not. So if I can't hold 10th, I get no club points for an hour and a half. What the hell? Bob or Lee Artist caught a Pariba. Oh, I'm barely gonna have time to get it in if it bites. Come on, man. Just give me a shark for crying out loud. It can be 114 pounds. I don't even care. Good morning, Jordan. Wow. Of course. No, I ain't gonna be able to get it in. It's gonna be close. Are you kidding me? GG's. But I had to snap my reel, but we got her in. I'll probably get past right then. Hour and a half. Hour and a half of work, and we'll see if it'll even hold. Good grief, Fishing Planet. Yeah, we'll see if it holds. We'll see if it holds. We'll see if it holds. Hold on, I want to clip that too. I practiced the same exact peak, Jordan, pre-stream. Grizzly joined my thing. He didn't play, but I should have been able to get around 4,000. But it is what it is. On to the next one. See how bad the huge eye will be, boys. Let's see how bad this one's going to be, fellas. Then we got Saltwater Giant. Salmon Clash is a good one. So I'll play in these three. Yeah, schedule's better today. Yesterday's schedule was boring, wasn't it? That was a boring schedule yesterday, man. Alrighty. Oh, Jordan, did you see we didn't even hold, as good as we did that Maroon Diversity, we didn't even hold top 10, man. We got 11th and 12th. What are the odds? Why couldn't we took 10th and 11th? Man. Hi, Rodrigo. I didn't get completely nerfed, but it definitely wasn't on pace for my practice. I had a buzzer beater there at the end. I don't know if I'm going to hold 10th or not. It's going to be close. So I might at least get a little club points for an hour and a half of work. Yeah, that was horrible, Jordan. I logged on this morning thinking, oh man, we're going to be 10th and 11th, or 9th and 10th, or at least 10th and 11th. And boy, we just a couple more fish there, man. A couple more fish, we would have had it. But at least the schedule's not too bad today. This odd thing's going to drive me crazy, I can already tell you. Oh, come on. Don't do it. Don't do it. Thank you. I'll say that thing shouldn't have as much trouble loading now that the Christmas thing's over. I'll try a little shorter this time. I don't know. Rodrigo might know. Does our club points roll over to next week? I'm confused. I don't know how it works. I think when it's under review, if that's what you're asking, I think if it's under review, I don't know if it goes into next week's. I think that's maybe like a dead zone. I think it counts as your overall club points, but I don't know if it goes into. All right, we did get a 10th place. 250 club points. Yeehaw. Oh, please tell me I registered for that. Oh no, come on. I wish they put this mission tab all the way to the right. Yeah, just in general is what he's thinking. Alright, I did register. Alright, we're good. We're good. We're good. Alright, boys, good luck. No guarantees in this one, fellas. For whatever reason, Fishing Planet can give me 9 pounds in this or 29. I have no idea. There's definitely no consistency in this comp here for me. But I'll continue to try because I do think this one, let me go the other way. I'm scared to go across the mission tab again, boys. I'm pretty sure this one, if I could ever get this X Series Deep Runner, I'm pretty sure it gives away. Yep, I would love to win that X Series Deep Runner 6.0 for the shark thing I just played in. I would love to have that and that for the walleye and a couple other comps. I would love to have that Deep Runner. Alright, here we go, boys. Here we go. How will this one treat us this time? Hopefully good. I have practiced for this one before. I did not practice for it today on the same peak, so. But I have practiced for this a lot in the past, but it never really seems to help me. Even if I practice the same peak. I either get bites or I don't. Ooh, Alex is starting out well. Thank you, Rodrigo. All your comps are on today? All right, Jordan's calling his shot, boys. He's going to get him at least one podium today. Let's hope you do, buddy. I'd just be happy with a couple top 10s, fellas. I got one so far. At least I'm contributing to the club. Oh, please give us some fish before it starts raining. The saltwater giants can be kind of fun. I don't really care for spin the trout. Saltwater giants fun. This one's fun if you just get a bite like you're supposed to. If you don't get a bite like you're supposed to, it's not fun at all. Hey, Viking, how you doing, buddy? Man, I really don't want to skip past this spot. I have to catch a couple here. Come on now. Thank you. Doing pretty good, man. Doing pretty good. You're doing spin the trout. That one, I've never quite figured that out, Rodrigo, on that one. I don't know if there's a magic spot to cast into or my rotation's just off. That one usually goes about the same for me every time I play. I'll get a unique barbel, or not barbel. I'm thinking about barbel. I'll get a unique marble. Maybe a couple trophy marbles, the Creek Brown Trial European, and from there it's just downhill. I can never keep a steady pace in that one for whatever reason. Thank you, Tony. This might be the uni, boys. Pretty sure it is. Gotta be careful I don't get him off on low tension here. Alright. I'm doing this with a smaller hook just to see if I can get a trophy or a common behind this real quick, and then I'll rotate if everybody's wondering what I was doing. Since the spot seems active, I'll downsize hooks and see if I can get another fish out of here. That's my thoughts anyway. Don't mean it'll work. Oh no, did I get a spring of chub in? I might have went too small. Nope, that's a 9. See if I can get one more while the spot's active. Every little pound helps. I almost should have went a 2. Come on now. See, a trophy, 2 common, and a uni. There should be a trophy left, but I'm going to bail out here pretty quick probably. Come on, give me one more fish, please. Thank you. We don't care what it is, we're leaving after this one. Back to our big hook. Same bait because it's working. Why would we rotate off of it? And hope the other spot's active. If not, then I'll have to rotate. Show us the eyed. Might be a couple minutes, fellas. Got to be patient, but not too patient. I've already got that uneasy feeling. Come on now. Give us something. We don't like the rain here in about 5 minutes. I usually don't have too good luck in the rain. Oh, don't be dead. We're not getting swim offs. So it's not like there's common spawning and missing. I'll give it a little bit more time here. We got a trophy and a uni off the number 1. Switched to number 4 and got, I want to say, 3 commons. Oh, man. Come on. Alright, just to be safe, since I'm already here, let's make sure there's not a common or a trophy I can pick up. If I don't get a bite off this within a minute, I'm going to have to leave. Smaller hook. Could also bring in a tub, which we don't want. I think I've got a siege over here before, too. It's not looking good. Oh, come on. Dead as a doornail. Please be active, bro. Oh, this comp takes so much patience. Man, it's going to be the same thing. And it's going to start raining. It's not going to matter where I rotate. Oh, I've seen this play out too many times. Bite. Come on. I give it 2 minutes tops, guys. I'm going to have to get out of here. Feels like I'm just going to go from dead marker to dead marker. And here comes the rain, right on cue. At least we got a trophy. About another minute and a half, I don't get a bite, go to another spot. In the last 15 minutes, it can pick up sometimes and you can get the uniques then, but sometimes it's just going to die on you. There we go. As long as that's not a chub, that should be a decent fish. Don't be a chub. If it's a chub, just bad luck. Holy cow, man. What is this thing? I don't know what it is. Eider chub. I'm scared of testing, fellas. I want to lift that rod tip up, but I know better. It is an eider. All right, there's 2 unis, boys. So I should probably rotate, but I'm going to be greedy and go down a hook and see if I can pick up a common or not. Just because I want pounds. The spot seems active again, so why not try it? Within reason. No more than a minute and a half if I don't get a bite. So spot 1 and spot 3, the unis are gone. Spot 2 was a no-go. Take it down to about 25.15 if I don't have a bite. There's a slim off. Come on. You got about 30 seconds or less, bro. Better get out of here, huh, fellas? Novel thought trying to get an extra one, but I know how. I'm not going to speak too soon, Tony. I know how it goes, man. Yeah, I wasn't even going to say it, bro. Wasn't even going to say it. Now, this spot up here I do like, however, it is notorious for getting blockers. It's very possible I sit over here and catch chub, fellas. Very, very possible. And the weird thing is, I find them at every length out here. Where those 2 markers in, all the way to about 105 feet. So I'm going to cast them between the 2. Give it a little bit, reel it in. If I don't get anything, stop at about 105. Nothing's there. Go to about 105. Give it a minute or 2. If I don't get a bite, get the heck out of here. Alright, take it down to about 21.30 or 21 even, somewhere in there. Go run. Yeah, it's not looking too active over here, but I gotta give it a second. One more second, bro. Let me take it down to 21.30 if I don't get a bite. I figured I'd have at least a chub here, and then I'd know if I'm getting a blocker on over here or not. I might even run back down to that spot. Oh, come on. Thought for sure I'd get a bite over here. Not even a chub, huh? Alright, since I'm already over here, I'm going to hit this one more time, and then I will not revisit this bottom spot, because it's too far to run. My other spot, I got to run way down by the boat dock, so... Come on, bro, run. Alright, Tony, have a good day, buddy. Yeah. Run, Forrest, run. That's actually a good movie, Rodrigo. Old Tom Hanks. That was a really good movie. On your flight, Yud? Good. You'll be there before you know it. How long is your flight, man? I feel like it's gonna be dead over here too. Man, is this whole bank over here dead, bro? Come on. I should have just went to the other spot. I don't want to have to run back down here though. Let me try. No, I'm not changing baits. I don't know why I changed baits. My dragonfly is working. Let's go back to the boat. I'm trying to think. It might be 255. It'll probably be 255. I think you're gaining an hour. Yeah, you're gaining an hour, Levi. So that's not too bad, man. Ah, come on. I just need an active spot at this point. I thought I'll get first. Safe travels, man. Make sure you text me or your mom when you get there, buddy. Please and thank you. Yeah, definitely a classic Forrest Gump, Rodrigo. Are you gonna tell me every spot? Come on now. Man, I really don't want to change baits. Is it a bait thing or they want me to switch baits? I hate to come off. I'm having such good luck with the dragonflies, man. Just another one. Come on. I gotta try it. 2 dead spots in a row, or 3 dead spots actually. Maybe they make you switch. Hell, I don't know. Hit him with the Schaefer. Good start, now nothing. Come on. Turn my bite on, please. Can I at least hit 25 in this thing? So I got a chance at top 10. Apparently this is just dead. It's really hard to keep your score going when your spots are just blanked. I'm gonna try my far spot just to see if they're out farther. Line clip 123 on my marker. Oh, we got a nibble on the way down. Oh, hell, he hit that quick. He was out farther. Assuming it's not a chub. Chub. Asp. Even better. Come on, man. Oh, bro. This game. Teased me. Teased me, making it think it was something nice. Oh. Richard. They just invent ways to torture me. They just invent ways. The comical parts, they've gave me 2 uniques, but they're just not, they're blanking me. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Blanking me on 3 of my spots. I'm scared to go back up to the other spot, but hell, it didn't. And there's only so many spots for them. I can go to that last spot around the last 6 minutes and hopefully I can get a couple trophies. I'm going to bring it into 105 and see. Doubt it, but try that there. About all I can do. Okay, well that shouldn't be an asp. Is it anything measurable? Probably not. Small trophy or big common? Oh, we hit 20, fellas. There's that to be thankful for. Oh man, that's my fault. Going right back to Dragonfly. Maybe a quick bait switch will help me. Caught that last one about 105. Man, I'm running short on time. I don't know if I can go up and hit that other spot. I'll give this about a minute. That's it. Go up and give that spot again for the 3rd time. 1 more minute. If I don't get nothing there, I got to go back to the first spot and hope I could salvage a common and a trophy to get myself up to around 23 or 24 and hope that that holds at the 10th, but I doubt it will. Come on. Okay. I'll give 2 or 3 minutes up there at the top. If I don't get anything, I'm going to have to go back to the first spot and nickel and dime it out of there. Let's hope. That's my thoughts anyway, fellas. I'm sitting here till exactly 5 minutes left. There has to be one fish here. Or let's say 5 and 15. 5 minutes, 15 seconds. That'll give me enough time to walk back to spot 1 and hope I can salvage a little bit of points. Obviously, I'm out of contention. For me to ever place in this, I have to be able to go from each spot and all my spots be active. I don't know if it'll ever happen. In other words, I haven't rotated and I haven't really overcamped. I mean, I've been patiently impatient, but I don't see where I've made any errors in this one. I even tried to be creative, and after I got a unique, I tried to go back down the common just to with a smaller hook just to get a couple fish out. It only worked at the first spot. I've been at this spot more than once now. Spot at the bottom, I've been over here to the left twice, and it was still dead. So if my tiles are off, how am I going to score? Well, that's your arrow is participating pretty much, Richard. Okay, with that being said, guys, I am going to downsize my hook to that actual number 2. I know I cannot get a unique at the first spot because I got one there. So I'm basically going for trophies and commons back here at the start, hoping I can somehow catch a 3 or 4 pounds of vide. That would be ideal if I could get a trophy, a common or 2 here at the last 5 minutes, but that's what my thought process is. But yeah, I can tell you in this one, the only way that I could place in it is to just your tiles have to be active. I mean, what do I do? Sit at one spot for 10 minutes? I gave it ample time to spawn a fish. And we gotta hope something's back over here. If not, I'm stuck at 20, which that'll probably be good for about 19th to 25th place, depending on how many people come in behind me. And if they don't give me a fish or 2 here at the end, they're just definitely being cruel. I think I actually tried that not too long ago, switching languages. Yeah. It worked for me on the it worked for me on the best 5 that time. I don't know what language I was in, but yeah, it did work. Come on, man. It's Where are the fish? Just spawn the fish. It's not. I hate when I'm treated like an adolescent or something. Like I don't know what's going on. Just spawn the fish and let it bite, Fishing Planet. How hard is it? There's no other way to do this than do it like this. Give me my fish. Better be a trophy. There. Nice size trophy too. Alright, now following the same principle, going down to a smaller hook size and just hoping the nickel and dime. If I can just get one more fish here, then at least I got a respectable run. But again, Fishing Planet, at some point you should probably let me go ahead and get an active tile at most of my tiles. I have worked hard at this comp before, practicing, getting all these marks fine-tuned, understanding the hook size, understanding the setup, understanding it does help to trim your leader down. I've got that dialed in. I just need my fish to bite. It'd be much appreciated. But yeah, don't tell me to practice anymore. I've already done that. I trim it down anywhere. I would say anywhere from 30 to 15 works. I kind of dialed it in for 15 normally, but I'm anywhere from 30 to 15. I'm talking about on my leader. But for me, I've had the best luck with a mono over a fluoro leader. But I practiced this quite a bit when I first started playing in it. But like I said, anybody that watches this back, you're gonna find the same thing. Sometimes you'll play in this and every one of your spots are dead. You could do the same thing, same routine, practice the peak, do everything in the world that you've done before, and then you go into it. But that's kind of what Rodrigo and I both are saying, the same thing. It's just, I don't know. I don't know how they deal out the bite rates and stuff, guys. I just have no clue. But good run to Bog. I ain't taking anything away from Bog. He's a great player. I just would hope at some point they'll give me a winning run in it. I know what I'm doing. But it's just going to depend on, like I said, I don't know why the one spot was up there dead. Obviously, if I could pull, 4 or 6 pounds out how many times I was up at those other two spots that they didn't give me anything, at least keeps me better in striking distance. But 25 pounds, that's nothing to be ashamed of for sure. Definitely nothing to be ashamed of. That'll keep me in the top 15, though. It won't keep me in top 10. Somebody's gonna come in and knock me out. How much time's left in that? Hour and 10 minutes and up. I definitely won't get a top 10. It might keep me in. My guess is anywhere from 15th to 20th, but hell, it might go any worse than that. Alrighty, fellas. I gotta go to work briefly. I'll be back here probably promptly when this one starts. Yeah, I'll be back too, guys. It'd probably be about an hour and a half. Better than you, just 3 trophy and a comment. Yeah, I think, I don't know what to tell you, Mimi. I don't know how they'll ever adjust it just to please everybody, but to me it just seems, at least Bog was up there, but we'll see if one of the other top 100 guys come up and score 45 or 47. It's hard to say, but yeah, keep trying. I wouldn't say give up on it. I hope that Fishing Planet does look at that's my main beef with the comps. The game itself, it's great, but they have to look at what random number generation actually is. To me, it feels like certain people get earmarked for whatever reason. Like I said, I'm not like Rodrigo. I'm not accusing any players of anything without proof, but it does feel like the computer, for whatever reason, earmarks certain players to always do well, while the rest of us, even though we know the routine, yeah, even though we know the routine, it's like it's never going to give you what it's supposed to give you. That's the part that drives me crazy. Especially, yep. I didn't do too bad. especially when we know what we're doing. Rodrigo obviously knows what he's doing. I've learned a lot of this, and I've came a long way in a short amount of time. I've got a lot of these comps figured out enough to where I know I should be able to podium here and there, but I shouldn't go for 3.5, 4 weeks just to get a podium when there's several guys that get podiums 2 or 3 times a day. A day. That's not anything that to me that seems random. Nope, not random at all. But anyway, guys, enough on that rant. I'll be back here in about an hour and a half to do the dreaded saltwater torture giants. So, but this one can be fun and entertaining. Don't know what I'll catch in it, but I'm going to try to have a good time. And we got the good salmon class as well coming up. So, appreciate you guys tuning in. I'll be back here in about an hour and a half. I got to do a few things at work. So, we will see you guys then. Take care, guys.